Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 3 of Cthulhu Death May Die, where we were playing Eldritch Idols, season 1, episode 4. This may or may not be, I don't know how many more episodes we have to go to complete this mission. We might be, well, complete it being a relative term, till we summon the Great Old One and maybe be able to fight it and defeat it. We'll see, but we left off. We were about to start taking the turn of Morgan. Now, I filmed pretty close together on a couple episodes, so if I had some corrections, just please put them in the notes so that people can see if I made a mistake or something, and then they can assess the value of that mistake on their own and remember not to make it themselves. But anyway, let's get started right away. We're going to go with Morgan. Now, Morgan is here, and if you haven't watched this, go back to the beginning, and if you really need to learn how to play, go back to the beginning of my series. Because this will be the third series on it. I did episode 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's the fourth series. This is season 1, episode 4 in the box. And this is Morgan. Morgan is like an Indiana Jones type character. We've upgraded his swiftness and toughness, so he's in pretty good shape. But for the first part of his turn, he's going to rest because he's a little hurt. So he's going to go rest, which, see, if you look up here, it tells you what rest does. Safe space. He's in a safe space. Heal 3 stress and health in whatever mix you want. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now he's completely healthy. And that is going to be, now he's going to get 1 wound back. You know what, I think I'm going to leave him with 1 wound and use that last one to stress, because he's going to get one back at the end of the round. And then, I really don't want him to go any farther than this gate. So for his second action, we are going to move to here. And crazy as it sounds, I think we're going to just burn his third action. Yeah, and now I'm hoping that what happens is that he gets some stuff, more stuff. He's got a replica sword, a replica of Excalibur. It's pretty sharp, and it does an extra die of damage with him. It actually does an extra 2 green dice, so he's doing 3 green dice right now. He's a good combatant. I maybe should have sent him, you know what, before I make that call, maybe I should have sent him in to fight the Shoggoth. The reason I say that is because not only has he got toughness, but I don't think we're going to have the Great Old One go this turn, or trigger this turn. We need to be both at gates with both relics. We can't do that yet. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2. See, the only problem with that is these darn guards, but I think I have a solution for that as well, unless they move during the Mythos phase. Oh, this is so rough. Because if the guards all move there, he's going to the jail, and he's losing his artifacts. They're all going to drop right there. It's not the worst thing in the world. Well, it's not the greatest either, because I guess lumping up all those guards wasn't the smartest move. No, I think we're going to back up here and just waste a turn. Yeah, he'll rest again, and then he'll be completely healed, and then we won't have to worry about it and the game effects. Okay, so then we're going to get this and see what happens. Okay, we are 1 step closer. Each Dark Young moves 2 towards you. Well, that's actually not a bad thing. And then summon a Dark Young in the yellow space. We will... Oh! He's going to get a Dark Young right in his face. Right here in his own face. Let's get a Dark Young out. There's a Dark Young. It appears at this gate right here. So he's going to have to defend against it. I thought we were going to be in a safe space too. Oh well. Alright, but these other ones, this one's going to go 1, 2 to here. This is kind of crazy. Look at this. 1, 2, and 1, 2. They're all piling this direction. Maybe the Black Go to the Woods will trigger in the next round if we can get 3 of these. Let's see. Anyway, that is the end of his round. Now, we're going to have to investigate or fight. We have to fight because we have this Shoggoth right here. Or, sorry, Dark Young right there. Now, the Dark Young attacks with a black and a green die. Now, he does have toughness. And he took 1 hit and 1 sanity damage. Let's see what that does. And so, I have a free reroll when attacked or rolling for fire, but instead you may reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1. So, and I do have a free reroll per turn. So let's do this. Let's reroll this. Okay, now it's just a sanity, so we'll burn that and we'll use our toughness, and that did not happen. Boom, done. Nice, okay. But he doesn't get to do anything else. Oh, then at the end of this turn he would heal a wound, but he's healed up now. So now we're going to go to Fatima. Fatima's watching the monsters pour in. It's classic Cthulhu-esque monsters coming in to kill them all. She realizes she's got to help out Morgan and keep this place clear, so she's going to step into here. Now remember, we have to kill a Dark Young in 1 turn or another one will appear, and there are 2 more in the box, so we can still have some come out. Now, what is she going to get? Well, she still hasn't reached... She does have her stealth or arcane mastery. No, she doesn't. Oh, that's rough. Rough. We got to get lucky. I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. We don't have any rerolls or anything. She does have Jane the Curator, which gives us a level of stealth. That's not helpful. Let me rethink this move as well. This may not be the right thing to do for Fatima. Of course, going into there is certainly not the right thing, right? You know what we could do? We're going to go 1. We're going to take this guard and move him 1, 2 for an action. He goes back into the cell. Remember, they can be two-way, and I guess they're going to come on. They're going to attack her at some point. She's going to have to... Okay, we're going to leave it there and then go 1, 2, 1 into here, back into here and leave it alone. Now, she gets to pick 2 Mythos cards and discard or keep 1. I think we want to do this. I think we want... Each cultist moves 1 space towards you. Wounded cultists move 2 space instead. Deal 1 wound to each Dark Young and place a fire token in this space. Summon a Dark Young on a blue space. Let's do this one. We're going to put this one on the bottom. We're going to do that one right there. Okay, well, so each Dark Young takes damage. That doesn't mean they replicate. Though it says, if wounded but not... You know what? That's a worse card than the other one. That is way worse than the other one because it would summon 2 more Dark Young. So we're going to put the Dark Young one at the bottom. We're going to do this one instead. There's no cultists. I didn't want to summon a cultist, but we are. We're going to summon a cultist in this space right here with the yellow gate. That's okay. It's not the worst thing that could happen. And then, unfortunately, we weren't prepared. We weren't quite prepared for what we wanted to do. So we have to have... Let's go over this again. After all, if there are investigators holding 2 artifacts at 2 each different gates, so we're not going to be able to accomplish this turn. That kind of sucks. I wish we had had a different outcome on these cards, but we didn't. So what is going to happen is this is the end of Fatima's turn. Okay, well, we did the card. Now let's go and see. Now we got to do what we need to do with this guy here. So for the Black of the Woods, it says summon 1 Dark Young into your space. That means we will have another Dark Young here, quite monster filled now. And then it says deal 1 wound to each figure in your space. That's including Morgan and the cultist and the Dark Young, which means that the last remaining Dark Young... The miniature broke off the base, though, so I don't know if I'll be able to get him on there. Maybe that counts as not having a figure. What do you think? No. There, look at that mess there, huh? Wow. Okay, now we either fight or we go into say, oh, now we got to do this part. Where's this part here? Each guard moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. Okay. Whoop. These guys go here, and these guys go here. Kept the guards away. That's pretty good. Then all investigators carrying an artifact with at least 1 guard. We don't have to worry about that. After that, if there are investigators holding 2 artifacts, we have 1 but not 2. And then, yeah, the ritual's not disrupted yet, and we got a big, big, giant battle on our hands. Luckily, Morgan can probably kill the Dark Young with no problem. Okay, this Dark Young also has a damage, but good news is it can't summon a 3rd one, so because there isn't any more to summon. They're all out. It's crazy. Okay, and that is going to mark the end of the turn for Fatima completely. She doesn't get to do any after turn stuff or anything like that. That's it. Okay, and she didn't get attacked. Wait. She does get to do something. She was in a safe space. She gets to draw a card. So let's see what she gets before we do all that. Pistol, nice. Okay, before attacking, you may choose to gain 2 green dice. If you do, after the attack, move the nearest guard 2 spaces towards you. Oh, because you're shooting a gun. Weapon display. When you just need to stop a robbery, you may claim the pistol. Well, that's cool. We got a ranged weapon now, and we can put that. It's going to be close to here. I got to move some stuff so we can get this into her tableau. Now we had a pistol and Jane the Curator, who gives us stealth. Okay, well, that was it then. Okay, so then we shuffled up the Mythos deck, but we didn't draw a card yet. All right, next up we're going to go with Ahmed. Ahmed is way up top. You can see him way up there in the top part of the board. He is going to first take a move action. He's got swiftness. He can move forward. He's going to go 1, 2. What has he got on the heal 2, move 2? He can't really, I don't think he can beat the Dark Young. You might as well take a chance. 3, 4. He's going to move into here and attack the Dark Young. He's going to get all 3 dice. That's all he gets though, so let's see if he can do something very cool with it. Now, he does have the ceremonial headpiece. When attacking, each insanity symbol counts as a damage. He's got the golden retriever, gives him swiftness and extra health. Let's see what we get here. Well, this actually worked. Look, we got, because he's got arcane mastery, so this counts, and this counts. He doesn't have a reroll, so he's going to take 2 sanity, which is going to put him up to his next level, and this is not a bad thing either. So we're going to do that. That's going to kill this Dark Young and get it off the board, thankfully. Okay, and then he goes up 2 on his sanity track. Let me show you what that does. Okay, so we have his ability. He hit that track, which means we're going to get to go up a level on something. But it says if there is a mystery card, which we just shuffle them, near this card, you may play it as if you had just drawn it. Otherwise, heal all of your stress. Well, that's good because he did have some stress. So all the stress is gone. And now, what do I do with his new ability? I think we're going to take... When you run, you may sneak 3 times. So that's pretty good. That's 3 different creatures. Or I can go up here instead. You're going to do this one and make all of his Elder Sign symbols count as a hit. Okay, and so he went up as... That's it. Now, we're going to... Unfortunately, it's down to drawing our Mythos card. No, we got another action. Hold on. We only took 2 actions. For his 3rd action, he's going 1, 2, 3 to right there, back with that gate. Now we're poised. If we got to stay here, though. We have to stay here and keep the guards at bay. That's what has to happen. If we can stay in this configuration and the black goat gets summoned one more time, we can disrupt the ritual. See if we can hold on to this. All right, so that was his turn. So now we're going to draw his Mythos card. Just want to make sure they got a good shuffle. Okay, let's see what he gets. Of Dark Young. Each Dark Young moves 2 spaces towards you. Okay, well, that could be worse. Let's see. Each Dark Young moves 2 spaces toward Ahmed. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Get this. 1, 2, 2, and 2. They cleared out. They cleared out. I'll take it. Okay. That's what happens. That was his. Now, we also summon a Dark Young in the yellow. Oh my gosh, we actually do summon a Dark Young here. That is crazy. So we're still going to have, now all the Dark Young are back out of the board again. It's kind of nuts. All right, and then lastly, we're in a safe space with, there's no fight for Ahmed, so he's going to get to draw one of the cards and see what we get. Human model. If you, okay, it says science mannequin. A replica ceramic human with all the organs showing. The liver is missing. You may claim the human model. If you have reached 2 or more insanity threshold, we have. You may claim Sam instead. I think I'm going to be claiming Sam just because it's funny. Okay, if you would be arrested, you may discard this card instead. That's pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. While you have him, Sam, while you have him, gain 1 level in Brawling, and it gives me 2 health. That would put Ahmed up 3 health. I think we're going to, because I'm insane, I can take Sam and I think Sam, the mannequin guy, is real, and he is real to me, so... We're going to have him with us there, and it doesn't take. Did it take any stress to do that? No, it just had to be the insanity threshold. So we are, man. He's really decked out. He's got the ceremonial headpiece, Goldie the retriever, and now he's got Brawling, which gives him a green die when attacking in his space. So now we can take on these Dark Young pretty well. All right, that is the end of his turn. We did his Mythos card. We resolved no end of turn. We do have some end of turn effects. I can heal 2 stress, but I'm not worried about that. I can also heal wounds. I'm not worried about that. We're good there. Now we're going back around to Morgan. Morgan's going to have to kill a Dark Young. So let's take a look at that. Well, and a cultist. We'll start with the Dark Young. Now, Morgan's pretty beefy now. He's got the replica, the sword replica. So right now, he's got his 3 dice to attack with. We'll get those. He's got 1 green die because of the threshold. He is hit on the track. And he's got 2 green dice because he's got toughness and the replica sword. So if he can't kill one of these Dark Young, and a reroll, if he can't kill one of these Dark Young, we're in trouble. All right, let's see. He didn't kill it. 1, 2. We got to reroll. We got to reroll. So we're going to reroll one of these. Actually, this doesn't count at all. We did not roll well at all. We're going to take a stress on some rerolls. But right now, I have this. We're going to take. I think we'll take one of these and reroll it. That was not helpful. Okay, now I've got to start spending stress. So we'll spend a stress. We'll reroll a green one. There's a hit. I need one more, right? Yes. We'll spend another stress. We'll roll this green one. Nope. Spend another stress. I'm almost out of stress. Oh no, we're not going to kill it. Wait, it has 1 wound. No, it doesn't. It does not have 1 wound. Well, there's no more to summon, but we don't kill it in this first attack. That sucks. All those dice and I can't kill it. So I put 2 damage on it, and we're going to take 2 sanity. So we're up 2 more on the sanity table. We're about to hit another threshold. Man, we got to be careful. All right, well, second action, doing the same thing. We're going to try and kill it. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we got that. We got 1 reroll per... You have 1 free reroll per turn, so we don't have a free reroll. We just have 1 more stress we can take. We can max out our stress. All right. Let's try and reroll one of these. No, gosh, you're kidding. Well, we kill the Dark Young, but we take 2 more sanity, which means we hit our threshold. Now, he's a masochist. Actually, he has 1 damage on his card. I forgot about that. He did have, because he's taken a damage. We should have accounted for that. Been forgetting his little card, his masochistic card, which says this, because it makes a big difference. If there is a token on this card, you take 1 wound. If there are no tokens, otherwise you remove all the tokens in the card from this card and heal stress per token. So he would have gone down 1 in stress instead. But he hit another threshold, which means he does go up a level. And this is his second action. He's still got to kill the cultist. Going up a level, I think we're going to go up. If we go up a level on toughness, it says instead you may reduce wounds. Let me show you. Little guy is right here. And so let's roll our dice and see if we can take out this cultist. We got a lot of dice. It's good and bad, right? Well, the good thing is the black ones don't do anything. Look at it now. Why couldn't I have done that with the Dark Young? Okay, cultist is gone. That was all 3 of our actions. Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo. Okay, all 3 actions done. He does get to heal a wound, so he had 1 wound. He's going to heal it back up. And then that's the end of our turn. Oh, wait, that happens at the end. I should wait on that because we've got to draw our Mythos card next. And then maybe we'll get an item. I don't know. He's got the sword. Each cultist moves 1 space towards you. Wounded cultist move 2. Summon a cultist in the yellow space. Gosh, he can't get any stuff. Okay. Well, the cultist reappeared there after we died. After the one died, another one came walking through. And then we have to defend ourselves against the cultists. The cultists just do 2 green dice. They can't do sanity damage just because they're just people, right? So we'll see what that does. It does 1 hit, which bounces off our toughness. We're good. We took no damage. That's the end of the round, but we don't get to get an item. Sucks. Okay, now we're at Fatima. I'm almost tempted to try and kill one of these Dark Young with her and then move back and kill the cultist. What does she have? She has the pistol. She can just shoot it. Gives her 3 black dice and 2 green dice. But it draws a... Nah, I don't want to do that. It draws a guard to us. Actually, for our first thing, we're going to say guard number 1 goes here. And then for our second action, man, I have a feeling these are just going to come piling in on us again. For our second action, we'll move it to here. For our third action, we'll attack the cultist. Best thing I can think to do. Now, she is not going to use her pistol. She's just going to have 3 dice to kill the cultist. Let's see if she can do it. She does. All the way. Boom. Kills him. He's gone. Now she gets to draw 2 Mythos cards and see if we can get something that's not bad. Okay, Lord of the Wood. If you are in the same space as the Black Goat, it deals 1 wound to each. Nope. Otherwise, each Dark Young moves 1 space towards you. Is that terrible? Or we can do this one. Move all guards 1 space towards you. There's 2 guards. You wouldn't have to... Well, no, let's do this guards one, and I'll tell you why. This is going to go with Ahmed, by the way, because of his weird ability. The reason why that's okay is because now they're only 2 away, and I can actually have them move away again. Down into this corner down here where we don't need them anymore. So we'll move them there. That's going to be the end of her Mythos phase. Now, she has nothing there, so she can get an item. Maybe she'll have to trade it with Morgan, because Morgan can't seem to get anything. Well, he got the sword. He's got the sword. Okay, sarcophagus. There's an ancient sarcophagus in here. Odd you didn't notice it before. If the sarcophagus token is not on the board, place it here. If you are carrying 2 or more artifacts, claim the cursed condition. At the end of each turn, lose 1 sanity for each artifact you have, or take 1 stress if you have no artifacts. If you rest in the space with a sarcophagus token, you may discard all cursed cards and heal all health and stress. Okay, so there is a token. I'll show you what it looks like. It is right here. That token right there, and it is now in this room with us. And this card here, the sarcophagus card, goes with Fatima on her left-hand side. So we got that squared away, and now she can probably, if she rests there, I can get rid of it right now, right? But she can take a sanity hit. Yeah, that's okay. She's with her protector, so her codependency is all right. That was, let me see, that was first action, move the guard. Second action, move in. Third action, attack. We're done. Okay, that's it for her. Now we're back to Morgan. Morgan doesn't have a lot to do. At the end of each of your turns, okay, we're not worried about the sarcophagus with Morgan. I think Morgan's going to spend his first action moving this guard to here, his second action moving that guard to there, and his third action resting so he can get all his stress back, and then he's completely healed, and that's going to be his entire turn. We're waiting there for the Dark One, the Elder God, to move again so we can get this. Maybe it's this turn. It is. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Deal 1 wound to each Dark Young. Good news is there's only 1 Dark Young in the space. So we will only have 1 of them come out. I'll put 1 on each of these, and I'll evenly disperse them, I guess, and put 1 over here then, heading toward Ahmed. Seems like the best thing to do. And then summon a Dark Young in the blue space, but there isn't 1 to summon. And then these ones are going to have 2. So what the good news is, 2 of these are quite easy to kill, and 1 of them, well, they're all 3 easier to kill now. That is good. Okay, and at the end of this round, we're going to actually disrupt the ritual. Kaboom! It's about to happen. Yeah, it's about to happen. Okay, well, that's it. So now we're going to do this one, what the Black Goat does, because now we're at the end of the phase. It says, when the Black Goat advances, summon 1 Dark Young in each space, into your space. Well, we can't. There aren't any. Deal 1 wound to each figure in your space. That's just, I guess I'll take a wound, which means I put a wound on my Masochist card, and Fatima takes a wound. She has 1 wound. She shouldn't be wounded. Well, maybe she was. Okay, well, we'll put it up there anyway. All right. She should have rested once or twice in there. We'll have to do it now. All right, but then we get to do this. Okay. Overload 2 normal gates. We're about to do that right now. When each guard moves, it doesn't say the Dark Young's move. The Dark Young move, by the way. It just says it takes damage. Okay, so each guard moves 1 space toward the nearest investigator. Then all investigators carrying any artifacts or with at least 1 guard in their space, doesn't happen. Oh, each guard moves. Well, these 2 guards are going to move into this hallway here. These 2 will move into this hallway here. They get nowhere near our heroes. And then we go to this. After that, if there are investigators holding 2 artifacts at 2 different normal gates, they overload the gates and disrupt the ritual. Overload 2 normal gates simultaneously when the Elder One advances. That just happened. So we just did it. Woohoo! Whatever that means. Probably going to be bad for us, right? Okay. Now we're going to go on to bringing on the Elder One. Let's see what happens now. Okay, well, we're going to take this card now off of here and look at what this one says. Stage 2. It's got 12 health. When revealed, summon the Black Goat of the Woods into your space, then move all Dark Young 1 space towards you. Okay, that is going to be Morgan. So he appears where Morgan is with the sarcophagus and Fatima and the gate, and then all these Dark Young move 1 toward us. I'm moving them off camera so we can continue on with this, but just know that they're exactly 1 space away from me now, and that the other one's moved away from Ahmed. So Ahmed's got to run towards us, and that's going to be rather interesting. So I moved all the Dark Young. They are moved, and then it says, whenever the Black Goat takes any wounds, move the Dark Young that is closest to the Black Goat to its space, unless One is already there. Okay, so there's always going to be a Dark Young protecting the Black Goat. We have to do a lot of damage. As you can see, it does a lot of damage in return. Now, at this stage in the game, if our characters die, they're dead. They don't come back. Okay? That was at the end of Morgan's turn. So, yuck, because Morgan's our fighter and our protector. At least he's healthy. Maybe we can deal with this. All right, we're going to go to Fatima now, and Fatima has really no choice but to attack the Black Goat of the Woods. Now, also, all of the guards are gone. They have now fled the scene. It's just cultists and guards, I believe, because it says here when the after the ritual is disrupted, remove all guards from the board. Ignore any effects that would affect guards from now on. They ran away. They heard this horrible thing and ran away from it. But we're going to attack with Fatima. Okay. So she's just got her 3 dice, right? That's all she's got. She's got the pistol. Might as well shoot it. There's no more guards, right? So we're going to have 5 dice, and she's going to shoot at the Black Goat of the Woods. Look at that. That was pretty. Oh my gosh, that was a fabulous roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits on our big bad. So I'm just going to put those on the card. He's got 12 right now. He's got 5 out of 12 hits right now. That was our first action. Now, it says, when the Black Goat takes any wounds, move the Dark Young that is closest to the Black Goat into its space. Okay? We will move a Dark Young into its space. Okay, now she's going to shoot at one of the Dark Young instead. Let's see. Wow, man, just a big blast. She's walloping on these things. That one already had 2 damage on it, so it is dead. And then her third action, she's going to attack. She could kill one of the other dark. No, she'll hit him again. Okay, that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And a sanity token, which means she's going to hit her threshold. Good news is she's with her guy, so not much is going to happen there. Do I want to do some rerolls? I got 2 blank dice. I could reroll the green die for a stand. Let's do that. She's going to use one of her stamina to reroll the green die. It did not help. So she got 4 dice, and she's going to go up 1 sanity, which is going to put her at her threshold and break her butt. 4 more points to the... I'll put a 3 and take the 2 off. So we got 4 more points. 3, 4, 5. There we go. We're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, I got to take those off. We're at 6, 7, 8. We're at 8 points right now on this stage of the Black Goat. Now, that means that we're going to bring this guy here as well. So we're going to have to defend against him and the Black Goat. It's going to be ugly. We're probably going to lose this, but we're going to give it our good old college try. However, Fatima is right here. Okay, so she hit her break point. Now, on this, it says, if your codependent is alive but not in your space, take 2 stress, then move. But he is to the other space. Enemies do not follow if. So start your game, name a codependent. So nothing happens from this at all, but we do gain a level. I do think we're going to gain it. Let's just do. Instead, if you draw 2 cards, choose from heal. Wait, if you draw 2 cards to choose from, heal all your stress. Boom, we're doing that. So we can use up stress. You know, maybe not. Maybe we want to get it so all of our arcane symbols count. No, we're going to do that, because then she can get all her stress back immediately. That's cool. And by the way, Morgan is healed. I keep forgetting to do this. These still have an effect on him. So that's what we're going to do. And then she's going to draw 2 cards, which will heal all her stress. And which one? We're probably going to do this one. Choose an investigator. If there are 3 or less Dark Young on the board, summon a Dark Young. Otherwise, move the 2 nearest Dark Youngs to their space. Or we can do this one. Doesn't really matter. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each artifact they're carrying. That would be Morgan. At the end of the... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this one and put this one away, because this one doesn't really do much. You know, I forgot to shuffle. I'm going to have to shuffle first. I forgot to shuffle the cards after the last time. After the big bad was summoned. Let me do that again, y'all. Still going to draw 2 cards. I just got to draw 2 Here, we'll cut again just to be safe. There are 2, and we got our deck shuffled up again. And so we got, well, that Book of Ebon again, and then this one. Deal 1 wound to each Dark Young and place a fire token in its space. Oh, we'll do this one. Summon a Dark Young to the blue space. Well, that's where Ahmed is. Or we can do this one. Move to the 2 nearest Dark Young to your space. We're going to take a lot of damage if that happens. I think we have to do this. Okay. So we're going to play that one. That one does have the summoning symbol on it, so it's going to advance the track. We can still lose that way, by the way. It says deal 1 wound to each Dark Young. Okay, so that's going to kill this one, because it took 3. Then we're going to summon 1 to the blue space. We'll do that in a second. Deal 1 wound, so this one also has a wound, so it's going to get another wound, and it didn't die, so it will bring another one into its space. And then we're going to put a fire token. This room has caught on fire. This area is getting crazy and deadly for us, right? So this room is now on fire right outside the door. And then we did place 1 with Ahmed there. Ahmed can just run away from it, so it's okay. All right, well, that's it. That's it. All right, that was her card. She leveled up, did all that stuff. We're done with her. She's in a space with enemies, so she has to take on our big guy. He is going to do 2 green and 2 black. I think we're going to have Morgan protect her. Now, it says you may redirect you an attack made to 1 investigator. She's got some wounds on her, so we'll redirect our way. None of these hit, I don't believe. They do not. That is amazing. Okay. So all we take is 1 sanity. We're getting a little up there. And 1 wound, which no, we can bounce both of these. You may reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1 when rolling. Okay, so no, we take the 1 wound. We take the sanity. We'll take the sanity hit. Okay. And so no wounds on it. Boom, that's it. Okay, we're on to Ahmed. You can barely see Ahmed behind the sea of bad guys. Now, we don't need Ahmed there anymore. He's going to move, and he's going to use his stealth. Now, remember, he can move past this guy without any problems, so he's going to go 1, 2... Yep, right into the place with these guys here. For his first action, I could pull him with us. They're going to come with us anyway. I could go... No, because I can stealth past this guy, go 3, 4... No, let's stop there. We'll stop there, and we're going to attack one of the black goats, or the Dark Young. I have Sam, so I have a level of brawling, which gives me a green die when fighting with hands, which I'm doing. He's also got a green die for his level, so he's got 3 black dice, 2 green dice. And remember, his sanity symbols also count as successes. Oh wow, that's really, really good, because this is all of these. He's got Arcane Mastery up a level, so all of these count. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll kill one. We'll kill the fresh one. The fresh one is done. That was his second action. For his third action, does he want to stay there and try and beat them down? They're going to get summoned anyway. So I need to get over with the crew. I think we got to get. He's got to empty these out. So we're going to roll another one and see if we can kill another one. And that wasn't so good, but we're still going to kill it because the sanity tick, which I'll move him up on the track one, counts as a hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we kill another Dark Young. That means he killed 2 of them. Let me show you what happened there. He's crazy. He came running on over here and just bashed these guys like there's no tomorrow. That was awesome. So there were 3 there. Now there's 1. We're going to have to try and run into here, though. But let's see what his Mythos card says. Oh, this is not good. Summon 1 cultist at each gate. If there are not enough cultists, you may choose where to summon them. And then summon a Dark Young at the red gate. Okay, well, we can do that. So summon a cultist at each gate. That means there's 1 here, 1 at the blue gate, 1 at the red gate, and 1 of the Dark Youngs comes out at the red gate. Yeah, put all the Dark Young at the red gate. That would be fantastic. I'd be happy with that. They're way up there. Okay, and that is it. That's it. Okay. Not terrible. We're back around to Morgan. Morgan gets to do a lot of damage right now. Let's see. He is going to attack first our big bad. Maybe we can get a stage done with him and see what, maybe something good happens. I don't remember if something good happens or not. But we got 3 dice for him. We got 2 for his replica sword. We got 1 for his level. And we got a reroll. And that's it. That's pretty good, though. Let's see if we can do some damage. 1, 2, 3 damage. We get a sanity, so that's going to go up 1. He's about to hit another threshold. That's not necessarily good. We're getting tight. Let's do this. He's got these 3. We got these 3. He's going to take a stress to reroll this one. That's another hit. He doesn't really have a way to heal any stress, so I don't want to go too far. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. If I get 5, let me see, what is that? He's at 6, 7, 8. That's actually enough. We're going to do this right here. 12 points. That's going to tick a stage off our big bad guy. Remember, this is going to happen too. However, I think this happens first. So we're going to take all this damage off because we did exactly 12. That means this stage is going to come off. Okay. When revealed, move the black goat of the woods to the yellow gate. He's at the yellow gate. That is awesome. Then summon a dark young at each gate. Well, we can't. We can only summon a dark young at one gate because there's only one dark young left. And he's going to the red gate. At the end of each turn, the black goat deals 1 wound to each other figure in this space, an adjacent space. Okay, it's not bad. He's going to be killing his own kind there. So let's go back to the table now. We got to do another 12 points of damage. So when revealed, it said, move the black goat to the woods to the yellow gate. We did that. Then summon one. We're going to summon one in the red gate. Why not? I mean, it doesn't say we can't do that. Helps us out just a little bit. But, and these guys don't move. They don't move, but they're going to start taking damage. They might move on their own because of the cards, but we still have 2 more attacks to go, and we're going to use them. Let's roll again. I'm going to try not to use stress, though. Oh, that was awful. Okay, we got 1 hit so far. That was awful. That will not, now, you know what? I'm going to keep this because that'll just put him up to a threshold break, and he's with his Masochism card has actually 2 tokens on it, even though he's healthy. Because he had taken damage, but at the end of the round, he heals 1. So he's going to actually get to recover all his stress. Maybe I can get some more hits out of this. I'll use a stress to reroll one of these. There's 2 hits. I'll use another stress to reroll it, because he's going to heal 3 stress. No, actually going to heal 2 stress. So that's it. I think we're going to leave it there. We did 2 points of damage to him. That is not terrible. And then the black goat deals 1 wound to each figure in his space and adjacent spaces at the end of each turn. So his turn's not over. This was his second attack. Okay, so we are going to hit another threshold for Morgan. We're in a very dangerous space, which means we're going to get to add another green die. That's pretty slick. And we're going to get to pick another ability. Instead, you may reduce wound tokens and loss tokens from any one source or protector. You have 2 free rerolls when being attacked by a redirected attack. We're going to do that. So we're going to open this protector ability, and we still have 1 more action left, and I think we're going to kill the cultist real quick. So this cultist here is still there. I want to kill him before we draw our next card. I don't remember. Do the old? I gotta check something. It may be that the Dark Young have moved into my space, and I gotta look at that. I'm just going to look at the Elder God when we. Is the Elder God aggressive stage? Oh, yeah. This would have happened. So this guy here would be here now as well because we did damage to the Elder God. And then we did damage to him again, so this guy showed up. So now we're in some trouble. I think we need to kill a Dark Young instead of the Cultist. I think we'll kill... Well, the Dark Young aren't any worse dice-wise than the Cultist. Actually, the Cultists do 2 green dice. So we'll kill one of the Dark Young, the one with 2 damage on it, or the one with no damage on it, because we'll use all of our dice. Look at that. We do take 2 sanity, unfortunately. That's almost putting us up to another threshold, but we destroyed it. We obliterated this one. We're going to have to take some hits, though, and these are not ones I get all these rerolls for. I do have tough still, though. Okay, that's his turn. So that was all 3 actions. We're going to draw his Mythos card, and oh man, our God's going to go again. The Shoggoth moves 2 spaces towards you. Any guards in the space. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Boom. Shoggoth goes 1, 2. Okay. Now, though, we're going to have a problem because we are going to, at the final end of this round, do some stuff. Okay, so we do trigger the effect at the end of the turn. That doesn't happen yet. We haven't done end of turn effects yet. Now we're going to fight. Okay, so Mythos card happened. We can't summon another Shoggoth. There's only one. but we are going to have to fight. So it's Morgan. So Morgan's going to take a hit from a cultist. Here's that hit. And he takes one hit. He'll ignore it. Then he takes a hit from the Dark Young. One hit, he gets to ignore that. Wait, the Dark Young, do they... no, they don't do anything special. It's the Bayaki. Okay. And then he's going to take a big hit from the Black of the Woods, who now only does this many. That's not bad. 2 hits, though, so he will take 1 hit. Okay, he takes the 1 hit. Okay, now we do the end of turn effects. Now, why is that important? Because we're going to do this. We're going to summon a Dark Young to your space, which we can do. I think we're just going to constantly be battling against this. Deal 1 damage to each figure in your space. Luckily, there's no other Dark Young, but that means Fatima takes another damage. Morgan takes another damage. This Dark Young had 2 damage on it, so it dies, but then and the other one takes 1, which means this one reappears there. After we killed it, another one reappears there. Man, that's crazy. Okay, then we are also going to do, the Black Goat does 1 wound for each figure in its space. Fatima has 1 health left. I gotta get our big guy Ahmed over there. And Morgan now has 4 health damage. And I gotta put 3 tokens on his card. I almost forgot about it. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, got 3 tokens on his card, on his Masochist card, because he's about to trigger his next level again. We're almost dead with him. Okay, and that's it. We've got it all. Yay. I think we're gonna lose, but we're gonna try. Okay. So now we got Fatima. You can't rest. You have to be in the safe space. So she has no ability to rest. She's just going to have to do damage, I think. Okay, she's going to hit. I guess we got to go after the Black Goat. I don't know that we're going to be able to get through 2 stages. She does get to keep a green die now. And she gets 3. And she might as well use the pistol for 2 more. So she's rolling a bunch of dice as well. That is a great hit because that counts. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. She does not have a reroll. She will take 1 sanity, which I moved up on her track. That she's fine, but she does do 6 more hits. That now means this stage of the Black Goat is up to 8, but the nearest Dark Young comes to the table on this. We can't even get the figures into the space. We're just going to put it there. It does have 1 damage, which clears up Ahmed to run into the room. I think we're okay. Okay. Does it say moves all the way to him, or just... Let's see, summon 1 Dark... Yeah, whenever the Black Goat... No, this doesn't happen. That's when it's revealed. No, whenever the Black Goat takes any wounds, move the Dark Young that is closest to the Black Goat into the space. Okay, we did that. All right. She's going to go again for her second action. She might as well just keep doing this and see if we can blast through this. We're close. That wasn't great. 1, 2, 3... Wait, that was a hit. No, that was a sanity. 1, 2, 3. Has sanity. She's going to stress to reroll one of these. Nope. Stress to reroll. I swear, when you reroll these stress, they never do what you want. There we go. 4. And she can't keep doing that, so she's going to stop there. She's going to take 3 sanity, though. It's going to trigger her threshold. Boom. She's still with Morgan, so we're okay there. And it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 more damage. Let's take a look at what that does. By the way, this is here. There's a lot to keep track of, so if I'm making some mistakes, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's exactly enough to trigger the next and final stage. When this is revealed, remove the Black Goat. Move the Black Goat of the Woods and all Dark Young to the Blue Gate. Ugh. They just disappeared on us. Poof. And they're all now at the Blue Gate. And I have moved them. I'll show you that in just a moment. Now we're in there with the Shoggoth in between us and a cultist. Okay, well that was... Now, and also, there's no more Dark Young to... Oh, there is. There's one that can go to him from when he got wounded. Another one that can pop over to him. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's surrounded. It's awesome. Wow. Okay, here's the scenario. Ahmed just heard a loud noise. Boom. And Fatima still has 1 more action. And we got to kill the cultist that's in the room. So, be that as it may, that's what we're going to do next. She might as well keep using the gun, too. 1, 2... So she got 1, 2, 3, 4. She got 1 more sanity. That's okay. Oh, I got to give her a special, or new ability. We're going to bump up her Arcane Mastery 1. Actually, what's her Read the Omens do? Let's take a look. You may take 2 wounds to cancel any Mythos card special effect. We can't do that. We're almost dead. We got to rest, if anything. Okay, we are going to then go up here. We're going to do that. We're going to take Ahmed's turn. Then we're going to stop, and the next episode will be the big finale. We either win or we die. Okay, so with Ahmed, I mean, He's got Sam. He's got a lot of health. He can probably take some hits. He's not hurt. Got nothing going on. He's going. 1, 2. He's moving in there. Surrounded by enemies. Now, I got to remember something. I have this sneaking suspicion that all these black... I don't think he can... I have to kill the enemies before I can attack the black goat. It doesn't say that. I just need to remember if that's just a normal rule or not. Let's see. I mean, I don't see where it says that. It just says he's on the board, fighting the Elder One. Yeah. Ritual disrupted. No, it doesn't say that. I'm not reading it anyway. I'm reading the section on the fighting the Elder One. Health enemy wounds, one time effect, one stage. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just going to get mobbed when we go in there if we don't do something other than attack the black goat. But we're on its last stage. Ahmed has, how many dice is he going to roll? He's going to roll, he's got brawling, so it's 1, that's 3, 4, 5. He's going to roll 5 dice. He could, in 3 actions, kill the black goat and win. Possibly, but then we're going to have more Dark Young than if we don't. I think that's going to be the end of Ahmed and the end of the game. We're going to try it. It's worth a shot. We either win or lose right here, right now. Can he do 12 hits and 5 dice? He's got the 3 basic dice. He's got 1 for his brawling. He's got 1 for his level. 5 dice. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, and remember, he's got Arcane Mastery. All his Elder Sign symbols count. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to take a stress to try and reroll this and get another hit. No, he'll take 4 hits and a stress. So he just did 4 hits to the black goat. Now, he's really going to die because the last of the Dark Young that's on the table is now in that room as well. Okay, and then he's going to take a second action to do that again. What's he get? 1, 2, 3, 4. He will take 1 stress to reroll this one. No, but he does get insanity. He'll do that because he's about to hit another threshold. So he'll take the insanity. He'll do 4 more. So what are we at? We're at 6, 8 on the Black Goat of the Woods. 8. We're at 8. We need 4 more. Can we do it? Last attack. If he fails here, it's probably the end of the game. Or the end of Ahmed, at least. He did fail. 1, 2, 3. 1. We're going to leave 1 health if we can't. This was a hit, by the way. We're going to leave 1 health on him if we can't do it. So he is going to take another stress. And we did it. We just killed the Black Goat of the Woods. So I do believe, though, that Ahmed died immediately after that. He's got a cultist and all those Dark Young in the space. It says you all win the game when you kill the Elder One by defeating its final stage. We just defeated its final stage. Here it is. And that is the final stage. We did 12 points to it just now. We did exactly. So we killed it. I don't think, man, I've won this game like maybe twice, and I probably made some mistakes. I don't know. I hope they weren't mistakes that would have influenced me winning or losing the game. I'm sure you'll let me know. There's a lot to keep track of, but that was a heck of a lot of fun. And one of my rare victories, if I did in fact truly get a victory, I'll have to go back through the video and see. I think I did. Most of the time when I make mistakes, I make them against me, like they're not in my favor. But sometimes I do accidentally do something that helps me out. Like, I'm still not 100%. It doesn't say anything that I have to attack these guys before I can attack him. I just assume that there's so much in there, so much happening, and I think there's a space, like a figure limit in the spaces too, but I didn't even pay attention to that. It would have just overwhelmed us. I don't know if there is. I might be mixing it up with another game. I don't think there is a space limit on, figures and spaces. I'm just going to look, because it'd be interesting to know. I could have limited, because I was constantly fighting off bad guys, which I think is what you're supposed to do in this. But man, that was rough. That was really tense, down to the last minute. I mean, Fatima, look, check her out. The cultist could have killed her. Morgan was only 1 better. Morgan was right here, so he was almost dead. it was down to Ahmed or nobody at all, because I think that would have been it. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I think I won. Anyway, I'm going to take it as a victory regardless, because it's so hard to win this game, but it's so much fun to play it. Anyway, y'all, thanks for joining me on this Halloween romp. We're doing horror games. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Someone suggested Darkest. I do have the game, but frankly, I have never... It's been sitting on my shelf forever. I've never actually played it, so I'm not sure that would be the right one for the next one, but I'm going to see if I can get through the rules and understand it enough to get to the table quickly, because one of the things I want to do in this is play a number of games to show you what games there are as it leads up to Halloween, games you can play that you can have a lot of fun with. This is definitely one of them. This is a frantic game. I don't know if it's horror. It's definitely horror, and if you think about what's happening, it's terrifying. All these monsters and everything coming at you, and cultists, and like in this one, crazy things. You have these artifacts that are giving you power, and guards chasing you around. It feels like a horror movie, and it's a good one at that. This is probably one of the better games that Simon has produced. It will stay in my collection indefinitely, for sure. Anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate you joining me on the ride, and I will see you in the next episode of something, because it's not going to be this. It's going to be something else. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.